This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
You ever watch The Sopranos?
I never was a big fan of The Sopranos. I don't know.
They do this thing in a lot of shows where they're obviously in Jersey, but I guess like Tony or somebody owns like a deli, so there's on the strip in front of a couple tables, and they're on the street just talking about all the people in the neighborhood,
right? Just
shooting the shit. And I kind of had this idea that we have to figure out something to do for the show. So maybe, I don't know, what do you think? What are some of your thoughts?
Yeah, you know, that's what I was going to ask you. You know, we shot a lot of stuff last year in 2008. It was a great year. Pleasure to work with you, Greg, and to meet you.
Oh, well, welcome aboard.
And it was a lot of fun. I did a couple of things with you. We did the Veterans Day deal,
right,
and the Oktoberfest. Thank you. I still have that German girl's number. Thank you very much. And
well, we need a way. We have so many segments that we've shot over the year. We need to find a way to
get into it. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna talk about movies. We're gonna talk about the news. You know, new president, maybe something like that. Different things like that.
Well, I think we should definitely hit pop culture.
Pop culture. Okay.
Huge year for politics.
Exactly. We've got a new president, man.
Right.
Hey.
Maybe hit music, hit movies. Well, we should go over some of the ideas. Maybe come up with some stuff right here and decide what we're going to do.
Okay.
In 2008, as Joe looks back,
right,
what's some stuff that really hit home with you? What was something that was a new experience to you? Did you discover maybe an artist that you knew from 20 years ago, and they finally put out something that really caught your attention?
Check it out! I've got the perfect thing.
What's something that worked for you this year?
You know Ennio Morricone, the great Italian film composer?
No.
Clint Eastwood. So this is like all this stuff. I mean, I paid $99 for this. $99 for this.
Wow.
And it's great. So this is one of my favorite music things of last year that I picked up. Sorry, Britney Spears. Sorry, Beyonce. But I'll go with Ennio right here. What about you?
As a result of the Oktoberfest that we did, I had the idea to do the entire show around just German music this year. And instead of taking the time to actually research and find a bunch of different artists, I've been kind of a Rammstein fan for a long time.
I loved Rammstein. All those songs that you put in the Oktoberfest thing were awesome.
Well, I contacted Universal Music Group and I had them send us some videos.
Okay.
But by watching their videos, I got more involved with who they were as a band because I mean they've never done a bad video. There's a lot of there are they have a lot of artistic integrity, I guess I could say.
Great.
I went out and bought the entire catalog.
Wow.
Made a couple best of discs, and I've been playing that for the last 2 months.
Okay.
So, and I took some shit at the show because at the head of the show I said, tonight we're going to feature the band Rammstein. Apparently,
Stein.
it's
Steen.
Rammstein. You have to say it with the sh.
Rammstein.
It is not Rammstein. They're not like six Jewish fellows or some German guys. Rammstein.
I think it's Bernstein, and then there's that film composer Elmer Bernstein and classical composer Leonard Bernstein.
Are they brothers?
They are not brothers.
I thought for years they were
not
related.
brothers. They look alike. They're two Jewish guys. Hey, they all look alike. What are you going to say?
Oh,
hey, I'm Jewish myself. 2008 was a big year for you. I joined you later in the year and did a couple of things with you.
But for the Oktoberfest.
Exactly, and that was a heck of a lot of fun. Thanks for having me. But you did a heck of a lot of stuff before that. I mean, you started early in January, and you know, how are you going to put that on?
No, it's true. We came out of the gate. We did in March, the first weekend of March. We started off with Bubba Palooza.
Bubba Palooza.
Well, you see my hat, the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Yeah. Isn't Bubba like a military term or something?
No, well, it's a hillbilly term, actually. He's this redneck, thrillbilly dude. He's a DJ from Tampa, Florida. Howard Stern was on terrestrial radio, so he was on like Live 105. He's a local guy, or out of New York, but he's syndicated locally. He lost that, went to satellite radio, so the only way you can get Howard was to pay for Sirius satellite radio.
Okay, right.
Part of the package that he developed was bringing in a DJ from Tampa, Florida, this guy named Bubba the Love Sponge. I knew nothing about the guy.
Get it closer.
Hi, I'm Tara. This is Project Placebo in Las Vegas. Las Wages, yes. Okay, no.
You're listening to Bubba the Love Sponge on Howard 101.
I completely shaved my balls.
What about your pubic hair?
I have nothing. I look like a third grader down there.
Why do you shave it? That seems sort of gay.
Oh, it's such a clean presentation. It gives you an extra quarter-inch in length, too.
How do you shave your balls? I mean, do you
well, you take them and you zip them up like that, and then you just go.
that doesn't hurt.
I mean, I'm not quite that big, but
with a regular
kind of like this.
Bubba, with a regular razor?
Yeah, like a Schick Ultra Glide.
Do you put cream on that?
You just like put lavender like soap, and then you just go like that, and then you lift them up like that.
You never cut your balls?
Howard jumped from terrestrial standard radio over to Sirius satellite radio. When he went to Sirius 2 years ago, he brought on board a DJ named Bubba the Love Sponge. Now, Bubba and his crew do a traveling road show where they go from city to city doing comedy, doing music, and just hanging out and having fun. This weekend they're going to be in Las Vegas. So what I'm doing is I'm hopping on a plane, going to Vegas to check out Bubba and his crew.
Just for a fake cock sucking demonstration.
Yeah, but see, hold on a second.
I got a quarter.
Yeah, but for you, that seems really tame. Is there some, like, are we going to find out this is a real cock that you cut off of some guy? Or are we going to find out that there's real semen?
A bonus for this weekend is that my uncle is flying into town to be with my brother for the NASCAR race, because NASCAR is in Vegas this weekend. So he's going to hang out with me for a couple hours. We're going to go maybe go-karting, maybe indoor skydiving, and have some fun. So stay with us. Check out this video when we come back. I should be on the plane en route to Las Vegas. Stay tuned. So here we are in the famous Las Vegas. Look at this guy right here. We're in the famous Las Vegas cab line. Actually, it's not that bad. Check this out. There's only like 4 fools in line, so I'm gonna hop in a cab, head out to the Hard Rock, see what's going on. I'll catch up with you in a second. Here we are right now, pulling into the Hard Rock Hotel. I'm gonna check into the room and then I'll check back with you guys in a few minutes. Stay tuned.
I thought I saw your ass coming in here.
Well, I did.
I mean, I saw you from the back. I saw the back of the strap. When I was over there looking at this car, I thought it was a Lamborghini. I mean, I thought it was a Ferrari. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. You know, like, you guys come with me. We got a limo for you.
Oh, yeah.
I go, well, let me shave my legs, tattoo them, and put on a pink wig, and I'm going with you. It was the weirdest thing I'd seen. And I just wanted to pull out my camera, but I figured the bitch would probably beat me up. Go girl. Wow, wow.
You know who that is? That's my uncle right there.
That makes him my nephew. I gotta find some kind of regular store we don't have to pay $8.50 for 2 ounces of fucking water.
Alright folks, here we are, day 2. Last time you saw Rick, he was going through the casino, having fun with people as he always does. I got him inside of a cab and got him back to his hotel room last night. I went back to the Hard Rock without the video camera and was able to meet up with the entire crew. Bubba, Brent, Spice, 25 Cent, the whole crew, everybody was in there hanging out. Got to take a lot of pictures. In fact, here, take a look at some of the shots that I got from last night from meeting the crew. A guy named Russ is producing the Bubba Palooza show, came up to me and said, oh, you can't be shooting video while you're in here because Howard TV, the Howard cable access show or the the pay-per-view that Howard does was in filming, so they wanted exclusive rights to what was going on. I had already been filming for 10 minutes, so I would like to show you some of the behind the scenes, definitely exclusive. I was the only guy in there with a video camera. This is a Bay Area, nationwide, a world exclusive. This is actual footage of inside the Bubba-Palooza meet and greet, where all the fans came in to meet for an hour and a half with the stars of the show before the actual show started. But it was a good time in Vegas. Got to hang out with Uncle Rick, and got to meet some really cool people. This is 3 other guys that I met. We ended up hanging out. We brought Brent up to the hotel room. We hung out and had some personal time with Brent, so that was cool. And these are the 3 other guys that I hung out with. So all in all, a good trip. Gonna go get something to eat, check out of the hotel, and then I'm gonna hop into a cab and head back to San Jose, where Tricia hopefully is waiting for me. So we'll talk to you later.
What did you particularly care for last year that came out?
Well, a lot of the stuff that's really popular right now, that's getting a lot of
Oscar buzz.
A lot of Oscar buzz, a lot of attention, would be obviously Milk.
Milk.
Now, you and I saw Milk together.
We did.
Sean Penn, I believe, gave the performance of his career. I thought he did a really amazing job.
I will agree with you there, sir. Penn is phenomenal. I don't know, for people who had known the Harvey Milk story, Mayor Moscone being killed in San Francisco back in '78. But if you never saw the documentary based on the life of Harvey Milk, go back and see it after you see the film. I mean, Sean Penn doesn't do a complete dead-on impersonation of Milk.
I know you're angry! I'm angry! Let's march the streets of San Francisco and share our anger!
But I would say it's very, very close in voice. Just a real likable character that he portrayed, and I enjoyed the movie very much.
If I had a bone to pick with the film, it would be in the filmmaking itself.
The filmmaking itself,
I thought, regardless of the fact that it was Danny Elfman, who I was an Oingo Boingo fan 25 years ago. I mean, I go way back with this guy. But I thought the music was lacking, and I thought as a film piece, they did not go into any depth with Dan White himself, the character, the motivation.
Of course, right? But that's what they always say. They always say things like that. Always.
Are you okay, Dan?
Yeah. You okay, Harvey?
By the end of the film, I had no reason, I had no way of knowing why Dan White was motivated to do what he did. Yeah. And I think as a piece of film, as a piece of work, I really felt they dropped the ball there.
Yeah, we were talking about this, one night, and I too, Milk is a good film. It's a very good film.
Right.
I wanted it to be a great film. I wanted it to be the best film of the year, and sorry to say, it was not the best film of the year.
There were elements.
And but not on the account of the actors. The acting
as an ensemble piece, right?
The ensemble was phenomenal. I mean, Josh Brolin, Sean Penn, Emile Hirsch, James Franco, and well directed by Gus Van Sant. You got to give him that, you know.
Let her go. Very poor choice of words.
Well, you can't talk about 2008 without talking about the third highest grossing film of all time.
Okay.
The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight, yes. You're a big Batman fan. See?
Well, I'm not. That's the thing is, I'm not a Batman fan. What I am is I'm a fan of buzz. I hate to say it that I'm like a pop culture slut, a junkie, and there was such a buzz.
You are a slut, Greg. I mean,
no, I am a slut, but there was such a buzz. About this film, and it was all revolving around Heath Ledger's
Heath Ledger, yes.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't have my boy here pull your head off.
How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. It's gone.
Like a heroin fiend. I'm jonesing for this guy to get on screen, and when he gets on screen, it's like he's not there long enough. It's like I could not wait till he was on screen again, and every time he came, he brought it. It's like he surpassed my expectations of what I thought he was going to do with the role.
He turns to me, and he says, "Why so serious?" He comes at me with the knife. "Why so serious?" Sticks the blade in my mouth. Let's put a smile on that face. And why so serious?
As a film, as a whole, to me, it felt like it had 4 different endings. Like there was a point in the film where I felt, okay,
like Lord of the Rings.
Right. It's going to end here. Then it would continue on with another plot line. But I'm like, okay, it's going to end here. Again, with another plot line. I'm like, wow, this thing could have ended like, but overall it was good, and it's definitely worth saying for Ledger's performance.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Ledger will definitely, he's been winning, you know, we're into 2009 already, and he won a Golden Globe already. He's won a Critics' Choice Award. He's getting everything that he's nominated for Best Supporting Actor. Now, a lot of people say it's not fair because, we're just giving it to him because he died, right?
No.
And you know.
No. That performance stands.
Okay.
You and I last week went to go see The Wrestler. We did. We have to talk about
Mickey Rourke, The Wrestler.
Mickey Rourke, The Wrestler. So what was your take on this film?
Oh man, we did that thing where we saw 2 movies in one night. We saw Slumdog Millionaire, and we saw The Wrestler.
Right.
And I want to tell you truthfully, I like The Wrestler better. I don't know why, but for some reason, The Wrestler grabbed me more than Slumdog. You might differ with me there.
No, as a film, it did. I liked the story of Slumdog, but The Wrestler was really good.
So you liked Slumdog better than The Wrestler, if you had to pick?
No, between the two, I actually like The Wrestler.
Okay.
This film truly had an independent look to it. It looked like it could have been shot by a first-time film student.
You know what struck me about this film, and other reviewers have said this, and that I picked up on watching on TV, at times it seemed like you're watching a documentary or a semi-documentary?
Right.
Amazing, and I like that. I like that feeling. The only thing that bugged me about The Wrestler, my friend, is this. If Aronofsky got behind Mickey Rourke one more time after the 20 times he did that behind point of view follow shot of Mickey Rourke walking into a building or walking down the street, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The movie starts off and Mickey Rourke's getting out of his van and the camera's behind him. So you're sort of like Mickey Rourke, right? You're walking in his steps.
I kind of like that. He did something that I'm a fan of music. I think music is the unspoken hero of every film.
Yeah.
If it's done right, it really supports what's going on with the story. I don't know if you paid attention, but it was all songs from the 80s. So you had like
it was good music.
Cinderella, fella.
Good soundtrack. Yeah.
Why he's in the van driving away from a gig.
Right.
Don't know what you've got.
Yeah. I like that.
If you listen, the lyric that was being sung at that moment was representative of what had just happened for him.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't a random spot in the song. So the lyric of the song was supporting what was going on for him at that time.
And I like that
I thought that was really well done.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of film scores, of orchestral background music, ambient music, whatever you call it. But it did work for this particular film with the songs and the music of the time, the music that he would listen to if he was driving in his dirty old van down the street. You know what I'm saying? It was his music.
Right. It
fit him perfectly. And Rourke, let me say this. I love Sean Penn in Milk, and I think he should get the Best Actor award this year.
Right. Just leave the personal politics at home.
Yeah, leave the personal politics at home. Sean Penn's a great actor, but as a person, and when he's not acting, he's a little kind of strange.
Right.
But Rourke is the same way too.
God damn it.
Randy, they're customers.
You little prick, you gonna talk to me the way you do? Huh?
Randy.
I fucking quit. I quit,
man.
All right? Want some fucking cheese, lady? Huh? Get your own fucking cheese. I quit. God damn it, I quit. God, I'm out of here.
I was captivated by his performance. If you got to give it to somebody, though, I would give it to Sean Penn.
Well, see, now you have the argument of, look what he did. He took, supposedly the rumor is that he took growth.
Yeah.
To pump himself up, he worked out. If you think about what he did to bring himself to that level, to be able to perform like that.
Yeah. But another thing, Greg, which kind of bothered me in a way in which I would say that I would give Sean Penn the Best Actor for portraying a character. How much of this wrestler character was Rourke, was Mickey Rourke? Where a lot of times in scenes where he's like at these conventions and meeting fans and stuff, it's almost like I felt it was Mickey Rourke acting like some guys come up and goes, "Oh, I love you, you're a great wrestler," and then I almost felt like it was Rourke reacting to a person who's saying, "Oh, Mickey Rourke, I think you're a great movie star," and it was Rourke coming out more than the character of the wrestler.
See, I didn't get that.
Rocky, what was his name? Rocky.
I got the black one and you got the white one. So hit the light, man. I just might
Jill drops the mail so I can cut turf and hit another hotel.
You and I met in acting class, and one of the things that brought me to acting was Renaissance fairs.
I love Renaissance fairs.
I went to my first Renaissance fair. I'm in a t-shirt and shorts, drinking a beer. You walk around with a cold beer,
Exactly.
walking around.
And
it's
one
all
of
dusty.
those big turkey legs,
right,
or the
turkey
chicken
leg
thing.
and the beer. And
right.
I'm like, look at these idiots walking around here.
And the chicks with the
Dressed,
pushed up,
and the
pushed
chicks
up
with the boobies in
all
their face
yeah.
and the dress. I'm like, look at these idiots. But what you don't realize, now this is me 6 years ago. Since then, now I'm in full garb.
Right. I saw a picture of you on
What you
Full
don't
Garb,
realize is that when you dress, you actually become a part.
Oh, yeah.
There's like this secret society, and you become a part of this thing that's bigger than the fair itself.
You're there, man.
And it's
yeah.
so much better.
You start talking in the accent and everything, man.
Right. And you get into it, and then you meet people that you see from different fairs and from the week before, and it just becomes this huge party. And a lot of people associate. I told somebody I went to Ren fairs and then I dress, and they said, "Oh, you're one of those Ren geeks." I'm like, Ren geek?
Yeah.
Those are some of the.
I've got to show you some photos of me from the
weed, doing coke, drinking beer. These are some partying fools. This is like Studio 54, but in the dust.
Exactly.
Hey, and welcome to another show, Project Placebo. Doing a little road trip this week. Friday afternoon, we loaded up the car, got on the freeway, headed south to LA. When we got to North LA, hopped on the 210 going east for about 45 minutes and wound up here in wondrous Irwindale, California. We're here for the 2008 Renaissance Fair, Southern California Renaissance Festival. And about to go inside. We're doing a little Renaissance tailgate and got the official mug and the beer rolling. So here we are, just getting warmed up, and we're gonna head off and show you a little bit about what the Renaissance, the Southern California Renaissance Festival is about. So stay with us, and we'll be back.
Sorry about confession taking so long. From now on, I will number the sins, and I will use only the initials of the gentleman. RJ number 7 twice, SM number 3 4 times.
Listen, fellas, they're onto you. Listen, they're onto you. Fuck. Coppers right on your doorstep.
Speak to me, Nigel.
Coppers right on your doorstep. Listen, hang on. They're not going in, but they're not going away. Wait.
Sarge, we just heard. The Thieves Lookout says there are police outside the bank right now.
Which bank?
I haven't got a clue.
We've got patrols outside half the banks in the West End. Keep listening. We need to pinpoint exactly where they are.
Wait. Hang on. Guys, he's got a car just pulled up. Some bloke. He's going up to the front door with the cops. Guys, he's unlocking the front door. They're going in. Shit. Over.
Oh, no, shit.
conversation turned until the sun went down, and many fantasies were learned on that day.
Keep feeling fascination, passion burning, love so strong. Keep feeling fascination, looking, learning, moving on. Well, the truth may need some rearranging.
Stories to be told,
I'm plain to see the facts are changing.
no meaning left to hold, and so the conversation turned until the sun went down, and many fantasies were learned on that day.
Keep feeling fascination, passion burning, love so strong. Keep feeling fascination, looking, learning, moving on.
And so the conversation turned until the sun went down, and many fantasies were learned on that day.
Keep feeling fascination, passion burning, love so strong. Keep feeling fascination, looking, learning, moving on. Keep feeling fascination, passion burning, love so strong. Keep feeling fascination, looking, learning, moving on. Keep feeling fascination, passion burning.
The main thrust of doing the show was to cover concerts. Now in the last couple of years, we've kind of gotten away from that, but one of the primary shows we did this year, a huge show for us, was the Mayhem Festival. Rockstar, the energy drink, sponsored the Mayhem Festival, which was headlined by Slipknot. Huge festival, Shoreline Amphitheater, we had the opportunity to interview Machine Head, which is
now this is heavy metal we're talking
it's
about.
heavy metal.
See, because I'm not into that world at all, so you got to like help me
Machine
through
Head
this.
is like there's a lot of bands that are critical for certain eras in music, and one of those bands is Machine Head. They're from San Francisco, and they're a metal band, and they kind of formed, and they were the influence for where a lot of the bands are going today.
Okay.
So we had the opportunity to interview Machine Head, which was cool. The other part of it was a split show. We got to interview Airborne, which is the modern day AC/DC.
Fuck this place for it now. Everything I've left is gone.
Project Placebo, Mayhem Festival 2008, the first annual. We're on hand, local boys right here, homegrown metal, Machine Head. For those of you who aren't familiar with these guys, here's a little Machine Head 101 for you.
Machine Head!
I was so into Burn My Eyes, it like consumed my life.
I gotta say that Machine Head is one of my biggest influences, not just in music, but in my life. One of those bands that made a benchmark and continues to do so.
This band is like a breath of fresh air to metal, you know what I mean?
What pins Machine Head down is their passion and their ability.
Machine Head isn't just doing some trendy metalcore sound. Their music is timeless. It's metal.
It's always good to be back, and you know, this is our second time playing at Shoreline. So for us, it's hometown shows are always like something we look forward to. And it's actually nice to get it out of the way in the beginning of the tour, you know, rather than like waiting around the middle of the tour. And it's always total chaos when we're out here, and it's awesome, man.
It's probably good to get that whole family and friends guest list out of the way right out the bat, right?
You know, it actually isn't though, because like we haven't really gotten quite in with the people yet, and because our list is so friggin' large, you know, like at least if we were like on, we could kind of be like, hey guys, can we throw some people onto your list? But so it'll be fun. It's been mayhem. You get today's the day that like the dude who like washed your dad's car when you were in 3rd grade together, like, you know, like he calls you up, dude, what's up, man? I just got that phone call.
Thanks for taking time with us. I really appreciate this. Good luck today, kick ass. Good luck with the rest of the tour, and I'm so stoked for your career. That's so great that you have this opportunity to do this, and best of luck in everything that you do. And thanks for taking time today. It's good to meet both of you. Take care. Project Placebo, we're backstage in the VIP press area at Mayhem Fest. We're here with two fine gentlemen in Airborne. Welcome aboard the show, gentlemen.
G'day, mate. How you going, mate?
I have to ask you right out the gate, what is it about music that you love?
Rock and roll. I love rock and roll about music.
What is it about it, though? What is it that drew you to
energy.
it?
The energy, the power, and the good time that it is.
They make it their way, so they always win, and the others always lose.
Why not working on transmission, fixing roofs, delivering babies? Why music? Why did you pick up a guitar?
Well, fixing transmissions would be a bit of fun, you know, getting under a car would be a lot of fun actually, if I knew how to do it. I'm just pretty
I'm pretty bad with that kind of stuff. I think we're both pretty bad with fixing living babies. Living babies, well, I get to look at vaginas all day. Whoa, hey, okay. Hey, little face popping out there. Hey, little fella. What are you doing down there? How'd you get in there?
What do you think Americans think about when they think about Australia? What do you think some of our preconceived ideas about your country are?
Throw a shrimp on the barbie. Foster's, well, I mean, for a little fact at home, Foster's is, we don't drink Foster's. You can't even find it there. A couple of our crew guys, American crew guys, have said like they've been to Australia and they were like, we couldn't find it. And we're like, well, yeah, because we don't drink it. Well, Lemmy drove a thing that looked like that, Lemmy from Motorhead, and he did it for a bowl of Jack Daniels and nothing else.
A pack of chips.
And a packet of salt and vinegar chips. But so that was good. He's a really good bloke. He's a really good bloke.
All right, let's talk about the big one. Indiana Jones, Spielberg.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones 4, come on.
Russians.
I felt bad for Harrison Ford. He looked like he should have had like those walker sticks or like I was not buying him as the geriatric hero. Shia LaBeouf, I am so over Shia LaBeouf.
Oh yeah, I don't know. But it was kind of weird, you know, it's Spielberg like doing the fourth Indiana Jones, which took so long to come out because they were waiting for that perfect script. They didn't want to do it until they got the right script. And then you know what the script they come up with is like, do the old Indiana Jones stuff and then add a little E.T. at the end.
Right.
And
See,
come on.
It's funny you say that because I walked out of the theater and I went to go see it by myself. But as I walked out, there was a couple next to me and the guy goes, wow, Raiders of the Lost Ark meets Close Encounters.
Exactly.
And I was like, you know what? That just summed up the whole experience.
And you know, the aliens at the end, it was almost like what he did in AI at the end, and the undersea aliens and all that kind of stuff.
It was like a grab bag of ideas
it's like Spielberg's greatest hits, you know, throughout the years. I mean, it's a wonder there wasn't a shark that came, a land shark that came up and started eating people, or, you know, something like that. I don't know.
I think there are two films that just had huge buzz in 2008. One would be obviously Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Second one would be Iron Man.
I didn't even see Iron Man.
I
did not see Iron Man.
There was huge buzz about
that.
So,
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey, excellent actor. He had a real big comeback year for him.
Fuck that, man. I'm sick of this koala hugging nigga telling me.
For 400 years, that word has kept us down.
What the fuck?
Took a whole lot of time just to get up that hill. Now we up in the big leagues. Kid, not turn it back. Long as I live, it's you and me, baby.
That's the theme song for the Jeffersons. You really need help.
And just because the theme song don't make it not true.
He has really come back.
Tropic Thunder, Iron Man in the same year.
I really wish him the best, you know. I met him once in L.A. You know, a buddy of mine lived in the Hollywood Tower Apartments, and he had a friend there, and I'd see him in the elevator from time to time and just said hi in passing, you know. And he always seemed like a really nice kid. And I actually met his father in the old days too, Robert Downey Sr. I was a PA on a series and got to drive his father every day to the set.
Wow.
And Robert Downey Sr. is a really cool guy. He had the prettiest blue eyes. I told him he had the prettiest blue eyes I've ever seen on a man. This is Robert Downey Sr.
Creepy.
And really nice guy. But back to Junior. You know, he's married now. He cleaned himself up. He got himself a nice wife. He seems very happy. And I've always loved him as an actor. Chaplin,
amazing work.
Amazing.
Now I'm going to pin you down. Give me a single word describing 2008 in terms of cinema. Give me a word that'll describe 2008.
Hype.
There we go.
Are we talking Slumdog here?
I'm writing that down. Hype. H-Y-P-E.
We haven't even talked about Slumdog, really, have we? Let's talk about Slumdog.
No, we got to wrap. Because we got so much shit to go through.
Okay, all right. You know, I didn't like Obama. There was something about Obama that bothered me, you know, and it was almost like he was too good to be true.
Coconut trees, very cool. I think the next step is going to be the green parrot.
The guy is 60 or 70 years old.
Okay.
My grandfather's 70 years old. We don't let him use the remote control to the TV.